Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. These are 24 projects coming out to you 2 a week, all the way through and into December, and we are on number 4. And this is a lovely box. I rather like this. It's tall and slim with its own lid, but obviously I've got it tied on with some beautiful twine, and it's using pretty much the entire Festive Farmhouse suite, which is this one. Just gorgeous. I've got the stamps, I'm using the dies, I'm using the paper, I'm using the galvanised buttons. I'm not using anything else from there. No, I don't think I am. Oh no, I am. I'm using Mossy Meadow and Very Vanilla cardstock in this one, which I used cherry cobbler on this one. But I love it. Oh, love it. Where did I get the twine from? That's from in here somewhere as well. I can't remember. Gorgeous, gorgeous, sweet. Can't stop using it. Okay, so we need paper that is 6 by 12 inches, 13.5 by 15, and for the lid we need paper, cardstock, 6 by 4.5, 15 by 10.5. Now obviously because there's a lid and base, don't worry about writing anything down. All of the details are in the description bar. Click it open below and you'll see a blog post specifically for this blog, for this project. Click on it and you'll go straight there. Okay, so for the base, this is the main part of the box. Score it on the long side at 5 1/4 and 6 3/4 of an inch, which in metric 13.5 and 17. And then on the short side, score it at 1 1/2 and 4.5 inches, which in metric 3.5 and 11.5. Pop that to one side. We'll do the lid. So as I said, 6 by 4.5. And what you need to do, shove it out just a teeny tiny little bit away from the edge of your score line, which you can't see because it's dark on dark, and there we go. And the light, oh, autumn filming, never fun. So move it out ever so very slightly and score it at 1.5 inches, 3.5 centimetres on all 4 sides. And you only need to bring it out a little bit, just so that it's got room for this part to slip over the top of the box. What is going on with the light? Oh. Okay, so I've got this here in my hand, so burnish your score lines. So that's the lid. And then the base. Now, not quite so easy to see on checkered paper. There's one. There's the other. I particularly wanted to use the checkered side of these papers. I think there's 3 checks in the set. 3 or 4 anyway. And be warned, this one's on Very Vanilla, and the one that I did before, but some of the paper is on white as a background. Actually, this one's on white, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so hold it this way, and hopefully you can see my score lines now, which are like that. This has created a square. Cut down the rectangle and wedge into the square on both sides. So down the rectangle into the square, like that. Okay, and then repeat the same on this one as well. So you've got exactly the same. So that's the inside of the box. Scooch that out of the way and then come to what is going to be the lid. So you can see this one better. So we've got all these score lines. So holding it this way, cut down the rectangle into the square as a wedge and that side and chop off a bit. Okay, and we're going to do the same on this one, going in that direction. So that's what you're left with, wedges cut out all over the place, and then do exactly the same over on this side as well. Final bit. And that is what you're left with for the lid, and it's going to fold up and come round, and we're going to stick like that. So we'll do that now. I'm going to grab my fast fuse because it's speedy, and you don't watch me do battle with the backing of tear and tape. Do you know what? I don't have it. It's a bit like me tying a ribbon. Fine when I'm not filming. So this is going to come around and stick to this part here. I am absolutely convinced that I need to swap my office over. I have got another window directly behind me, so I've literally got windows either side of my office, which is a big room. It's a lovely big room. When I laid it out, but it's not symmetrical and it's not a mirror image, and when I laid out the room before I moved in, I sort of designed it in my head and then measured it up and built it. Didn't take into consideration the sunlight, which is right there and comes streaking. So actually I can't start filming till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a bit of a pain. And then I've got this weird light now. So yeah, seriously considering moving it. Okay, this part is going to fold up. We're going to put glue on these bits and wrap it round like that. And then this one is going to come up and come round as well. And then the lid's going to sit over the top. So, again with the fuse, oops. So that's going to stick to there, and we're going to run fuse all the way down here. This is definitely where tear and tape is a better option because you can get right into the corners. Which, you know what, I can't see with fast fuse. So this one's going to stick to there. Okay, and that one to there. And then you're going to have to keep an eye on kind of all elements because that edge needs to line up with this one and this one with this one here and that one at the bottom. It will all work. Liquid glue might be better if you're risk averse. Oh, I can hear a kitten in my room. There we go. And then the lid will slip just on nicely with a reasonably snug close, just like that. And then I've got to get my twine out. So which suite is this one from? It's braided linen trim. I don't remember. It's from the autumn winter catalogue. I just don't remember which bit. Okay, so round the front and onto the top, and tie it off in a bow. Another one that's forgiving to me. Okay, so actually that is the box made, but we're going to decorate it because I like this very much. And although I'm wondering maybe to put the house on this time, because I put the car on there and I wonder if maybe the house would work. Should we do the house? Let's do the house. Let's hope, whoops. Let's hope it fits. It'll fit, yay. Okay. Oh, and it fits on that block as well. Brilliant. I maybe need another one, just really so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so remember what I said about Very Vanilla? This is Very Vanilla. So I've got Very Vanilla cardstock, my Memento ink, and I'm twisting to make sure it's well covered, and then I'm going to tap all over it. Might need to re-ink my Memento actually, that doesn't look so special, does it? Yay! And then while I've got it out, I'm going to go for Happy Christmas Wishes. Yeah, the same as the one I did before. And okay, so I'm going to die cut first because you do not want to fiddle around doing all your colouring in, die cut it and mess it up. So I have never made that mistake before, ever. You can say tell I have, can't you? Okay. Right. Just make it a bit smaller to fit on magnetic plate. So magnetic plate, plastic cutting plate, stamped image down, and this one's lovely because it does a stitched edge to it. And then I really hope that I don't move that when I put it through the big shot. So that's one out. There we go. See, that's why, although I haven't jumped it, if that had jumped, I wouldn't have spent ages colouring it in. I have no idea what colours to do this. I'm going to grab my blends and just have a bit of fun. Shall I have blends or shall I have ink? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look at a house to see what they've done. Oh, blends. Okay. So, crumb cake. I'm totally using the catalogue as inspiration, this one here. So we'll colour the roof. And that bit there. Is the chimney that colour? Yes, the chimney's that colour too. And, oh, there we go, another bit there. This would look good with snow on it. So that was my pale crumb cake, light crumb cake, sorry. But this would look good if you know, with our shimmer paints. You could get sort of like a snowy effect, couldn't you? This is one of these times when I need magnifying glass. I've got my glasses on, but they're set at a funny distance for me because I film super close up that is about 6 inches away from my face, but then this is actually about 15 inches from my face, so yeah, magnifying glass I would need. That's looking pretty good. Right, what else have we got? Let's have a look at the windows. So they've got red curtains and a red front door. Lovely. Cherry cobbler it is. And I'm using the lighter one and I'm using the thin end. This is such a lovely stamp set though. Oh, I did see a very clever technique, and I can't remember exactly which way round it was, but it was using the corrugated embossing folder that I believe is part of the, is that part of this suite as well? Yeah, the corrugated embossing folder, and I don't remember which came first, whether it was you stamp and then run it through the, well actually it must be, stamp it first, then run it through the big shot. Not particularly blending that. I've just realised I need to put a little, I need to do these. Supports for the porch. I'm guessing it's a porch. What else? Oh, my tummy's gurgling there too. Oh, it's that kind of a day. And I'm going to use a little bit of Smoky Slate, the light one, just to tint these windows up a little bit. And I feel like there needs to be something there as well. So cute. Very sweet. Not exactly like the catalogue. We've got garlands here and we've got a wreath there, but close enough that I'm very happy with. Okay, so I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Check which is the front. That's the front. Pop that on there. Have a couple of dimensionals on the back of this one as well. tuck it onto there. Now, I did put a button on this one. I don't know if I need it or not. Let's have a look. I don't think it needs it. I don't think it adds to it. Added to this one, not so much this one. So what do you think? Same paper pack, same stamp sets. Look quite different, don't they? Rather nice. I think so anyway. So, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.